Don't wait for tomorrow. Live for today. Keep chasing the sunshine and go out and play.
Good evening and welcome to JK's Deal Reveal, where every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we reveal a deal. Or sometimes it's not a deal. But nonetheless, we have an opportunity that is shown to us, and we show you how this is not rocket science. This thing, investing in real estate, U.S. real estate, well, it is possible, and you can jump in probably much faster than what you thought. Now, today, we had the intention, and we were trying to bring on the winner of our latest contest, Jose, who won the contest and was going to reveal which property was chosen. But last minute change, it doesn't look like we'll be able to do that. And so we're going to do another deal. We're going to do another deal, and it's going to be exciting because this is also going to be very interactive in the sense that hopefully it's going to make you think one step further. Because today we are going to feature a deal that is available for purchase right now, and it was found by a member of the community. And so if you are interested in this deal or in future deal reveals, I've got a feeling this is going to happen more and more after you see what's going to happen today. If you've got a deal that you'd like to be featured on the deal reveal, a deal that you just got under contract and you're looking to find a partner, you're looking to wholesale, you're looking to whatever, you want to get the word out on this deal, well, submit it on the deal reveal, and let's get people looking at you and your deals. So that's what we're going to do today. So we're not going to do the big giveaway with Jose, but I do want to let you all know that we are already mid-December, and that means in 16 days, we're starting a brand new year. And in JK, we love to start the year with the New Year's Revolution. And so this is the program to rid yourself of any limiting beliefs on what you think you can do next year or in this lifetime. And we're going to walk you through a 4-module program called the JK's New Year's Revolution. So we want to create, during the next revolution of the sun, your own personal revolution to change the status quo of where you may be stagnating in your, whether it be personal or business or spiritual life, whatever you want, whatever your vision is, the New Year's Revolution is there for that. So very, very exciting. We hope to see you there. If you have any questions, just reach out to someone on the JK team and they'll tell you how you can get plugged into that. So today, the deal is a deal submitted by Natasha, and there's a chance that Natasha is going to be on with us today as well, but she was expecting it to be next week, so she might not be here. But nonetheless, here it is. Natasha found this deal in Cleveland for $105,000, and as usual, we're going to say, it's your job to say, is this a deal or no deal? So let's go. Let's jump in lightning fast here. And I'm going to remind you, this is a deal that is actually available to purchase right now. So if you have a personal interest, reach out to us. We'll plug you with Natasha, and you'll see if you can make this your next deal. Okay, so off we go. Step 1, we put in our address, and you might want to go to Trulia or Zillow as your first stop. We're going to get a sense of what this property is about. I don't know what this property is about. So we're in Cleveland. Okay, I see a studio with 2 baths. Now that's an odd distribution, so I'm going to make sure I understand what's happening before going too far in here. Going to get a sense of where we are in Cleveland, Old Brooklyn. Okay, so this is in the southwest, well, directly south, but we also consider that the west of Cleveland. Basically, anything west of the 77 is pretty much west side, west south Cleveland. So Old Brooklyn here, it's definitely not an area that, generally speaking, I mean, see, we're close to the Metro Park. The airport's not too far away from here. It's definitely not your inner city, with high crime and dangerous inner city. We're far away out of that. So here we have a single family home. It says built in 1925, 2 stories, last sold for 65,000 in 2000, so over 20 years ago. Taxes $2,000 and so forth. So that first description and this picture is really not telling me what I'm looking at yet. So I'm just going to do a double take, and I'm going to go see if maybe on Zillow we have some more information to size up what this property might be worth and what it is really. We're getting similar information, but the Zestimate is at 102,000, 103,000, and they're asking 105. Okay. So that's what we're looking at so far, but I'm going to need more information to go on off of to size this up. What else do we have? That's pretty much all the same information here. Decent walk score, if that's of interest to you. It's looking more like it's not looking purely residential just from the layout of the neighbors and so forth. So I'm gonna cheat. I know there was a little email sent with this, and so I'm just gonna go and see what other information we have here. So based on the email that was submitted by Natasha, which is the person who submitted this deal, it's a 5-bedroom, 2-bath, ARV at 190. Well, okay, that's quite a bit higher than what Zillow is recommending. Market rents at 2,000. When I see market rent, this pretty much screams to me that it's not occupied at this time, right? This is a pro forma. Taxes, that's pretty much what we saw. Insurance at $1,200 a year. Okay, maybe a little bit low for a 5-bedroom multifamily. Management at 10%. So, are we missing anything here? There's no maintenance accounts, and there's no utilities in here, and there's no oopsies, vacancy, ship buffer, contingency built into these numbers. So I would pad these numbers a little bit before considering that this is the real gross cash flow. So this 12 cap is probably going to be decreased, and I haven't even verified the rents yet. So let's see what we have. It's a 2 residential unit and 1 commercial space. Great location, easy access. Asking 105, 190. Okay, so we have 2 residential units, total 5 bedrooms here. So at least now we have a little bit more to work with. So I'm going to go on Rentometer, rentometer.com, and I'm going to see basically what we have for a 3-bedroom and a 2-bedroom in this area to make up my total 5 bedrooms in this mixed use. So I'm gonna have to do some magic. I'm gonna have to turn on my VPN because I ran out of usages on my Rentometer. So let me just connect here. I might glitch for a minute. Okay, I'm back. And so now I'll be able to reset my Rentometer counter just like that. Okay, let's do that again. 3-bedroom. What am I doing? I'm confirming that $2,000 a month in rental income because we're buying cash flow in the US. If we don't get our cash flow, what's the point? So here we have our map. It seems pretty solid around 1,000 to 1,100 a month on the 3-bedroom. So put a mental note for that. We're somewhere between 1,000 and 1,100. And now the other one, the 2-bedroom, pretty narrowly between 7 and 8 as well. So we have 11, that's between 17 and 1,900 on rent from the residential side. And then there's the commercial space that's at play as well. So in our little pamphlet here, when we said market rents was 2,000, it's believable, but we really have no idea. Is the commercial space rented? Is it turnkey? Can someone just go in there and start renting, and how much? So I say that there is due diligence to be, there's some baseline questions that we need to get answered to see what type of cash flow we have involved in this particular opportunity. It's like, because that commercial space is a complete wild card right now. So ARV is stated to be 190. Let's double check that. Now that I'm going to look for this a little bit more, this is a mixed use, right? 2 residential and 1 commercial. It's mixed use, but ultimately cash flow is king. And so 190 as well is something that I need to see some proof for that. Where can we, and if you're dealing with a gatekeeper or with a wholesaler and they're stating that it's worth 190, well, let them do some homework for you to see, okay, prove it to me. Prove me some sold comparables, sold nearby recently, that sold for 190 or above for this to be worth 190. Because the Zestimate at 103, again, it's not pulling great data because it's not pulling. So this estimate is not to be, considered. But if you look at some of the nearby listings, right? Do we have anything comparable? Maybe something like this. It's got the commercial storefronts on the bottom, and it seems to have 2 units on top. This one seems to be rather comparable, but again, it's not pulling bedrooms. So it's hard. Once we get out of that cookie cutter zone, mixed use and so forth, find your comparables, and this might be the type of property that you can really benefit from getting getting a realtor involved, just to hone in on what is this thing worth, because we're still in the residential mixed use. I'm actually not sure if this would qualify for a commercial loan, and if it is a commercial loan, it's based on the income it generates. So let's just take a second, all right, and assume that our cash flow here is $1,500 a month. Let's just assume, let's running the numbers for practice. Let's say our numbers are $1,500 a month, or just so you know where I'm getting this from, it's the $1,489 a month, 12 months. So something that generates $18,000 a year, that's worth 190, right? In a commercial lending environment, we're basically saying that this type of asset in this area right now today is a 9.4 cap market. And is that possible? It's possible. It's possible. But is this valuation based on a commercial valuation or based on a residential? I don't know. This is really the number that is quote unquote bothering me the most right now, because I see some numbers at 120 and you're claiming 190, and we have no idea on the interior condition. Actually, we might. There was a link here. Okay, we've got 8 pictures to go off of, and so we can take the time to go through them. This is a nice wall. Looks like just cleanup, and hopefully nothing's wrong with the windows. There's definitely not turnkey through and through, but cosmetic so far. Kitchen, very just rent, right? The floors are not perfect. The walls, the paint, it's okay at best, and there's a lot of water happening here. So it's not looking like this is a turnkey investment. These are old furnaces as well. So there's due diligence to do here. So if cash flow is what you're looking for, right? Well, this property is between 1,700 and 1,900 a month, plus that commercial space once it's occupied. And commercial space, commercial spaces like that are harder to rent and typically have longer term tenants when they do rent. but you can stay vacant for years and then have a renter for years. It depends on what city you're in, what neighborhood you're in, et cetera, et cetera. It's not something that we have in our portfolio, the commercial side, like renting to businesses, like stores or hairdressers or gyms or something like this. Just not something that's part of our portfolio. But well, we know what we know. They can sit empty for a long time, and so proceed with caution. We talked about here how some of the numbers are, some of the expense categories are missing. So I think this is, if this is the income, I think this is an inflated number. And so overall, it looks like we're pretty much around a 10 cap here, but there's still some due diligence to do. And so with that being said, are we buying under market value? Unclear right now. First golden rule of real estate, buy under market. Second golden rule is buy cash flow. It does look like there would be cash flow here, but again, we don't know the condition of both units completely. We got a couple of pictures. It looks like some of the mechanicals are to be changed, and so that 105 purchase price, you may have to put in an extra 30,000 to spruce these up, the mechanicals and so forth. I'm just throwing a number out there, but don't be surprised if that's what the number is at the end of the day, which will further decrease the cap rate at purchase. So with that being said, do we say deal or no deal? And Puria already answered here. Need more information to see if it's a deal or no deal. And yes, especially if you don't have a clue on the commercial side. So I think this is very valid, a very valid comment. But nonetheless, is there potentially a deal in here? Absolutely. And if you're interested to be part of this deal, just reach back out to us. We'll connect you with Natasha. She thinks it's a deal. And so did she end up joining us after all? I don't see her on, unfortunately. She would have been able to interact a little bit, but she thinks it's a deal and she's looking to do something with it. So if you're interested in this deal or any other deal that we talk about on the deal reveal, reach out to us, info@nowfortomorrow.club, and let's make some deals happen. As simple as that. So that is our deal reveal for today. I want to let you know that we are in full prep mode for our next blueprint, and it's not going to be, if you've attended the blueprint in the past, it's going to be totally different. It's going to be epic, and we're going to tell you more and more as it comes, but we are planning for April 2023, so there's plenty of time to get ready for it. It is going to be in Florida in person, and we've got some very exciting special treats built into the blueprint for you, and it just might be more than 3 days long as well. So more to come on that. If you don't even know what I'm talking about, what is this blueprint, you can go and get the recording of a past blueprint we've done just to get your theory down pat, so you can approach and buy deals in the US just from the right foundation. You have everything you need in that blueprint. n40.club/blueprint will get you going. And that was our deal reveal. So we hope to see you next week. We hope to see you next month at the JK's New Year's Revolution. And we hope to see you next year at the Epic Blueprint. So with that being said, have yourself a most wonderful evening, everyone. Join the club. Facebook is live and active and on fire. Our YouTube.
Don't wait for tomorrow. Live for today. Keep chasing the sun.